my ring light right now? Yeah. It's dark. I don't know about that. Hello. Okay. Does it look like a lot darker? Or am I just tripping? Hello. How's everybody doing? I'm trying to see if I'm just tripping or if it's like darker. Like my screen. Now who do we got today? Who is this chameleon? He's active tonight. Very active. I thought it looks darker. So I'm trying to figure that out. Ah. That was loud. How is everybody doing tonight? Oh my gosh, we're close to 9,000 subscribers. We're like about like 30 away. Oh, I just noticed that. Okay. So do we know? No, I'm not missing any lights. I guess it's my ring light. Is that better? I'm over here like, what is going on? You know, I'm not missing any lights. I think on my other phone, I look like I'm a little lighter right now. So maybe I fixed it. I thought I saw a wasp. Could be, I don't know. Are you laughing, Davon? Or are you? Who is this guy? He. Davon's trying not to give out some hints. Dude. He's about to, it's like his shed's about to start cracking. Oh, you know. He is, dude, he is, hello. He's definitely taking in his surroundings. He sees some females, he sees some youngsters. You think you know which one this is? He's definitely a favorite, that's for sure. I've not actually had, well, I did take him to the expo, not to sell. Trust me, we're not selling this boy. So this is the first I've handled him since the show. Who is it, Davon? Who is it? Because he's red. He is a pretty one. Oh, no. It's close. This is not Redline, but it is his son. It's one of his sons. The oldest son we have here. I would say he's more of an off-red. He's also about to shed, as you can tell. It's Helix. Definitely a favorite. But oh my gosh, he looks shit, dude. Look at that. You could see from out, like, look at the difference in how red that part of his head is right there compared to where he's actually going to shed soon. So this boy here he's about 1.5 years now. So he is done growing. Crafty. Oh, what are you trying to fix my hair? And he's like, I'm gonna poop in your head. This is the one we have to look out for because he will poop. That's just his color. He's just red. Red's a very common coloration with Panther Chameleons. Some locales are all red. Some don't have any red. But a lot of them have some form of red in them. But these are his natural colors. I like that name, Crafty. And I'm going to be honest, like, I just got so tired. Kind of out of nowhere. Well, I know why. It's, I've had the kids all week. And we are staying up a lot later than normal. But bullying? Who's bullying? Hello, good evening, good morning. I know for me it's good morning. Oh my gosh, we need you to shed, dude. As I say, get your shed together. The pickles, oh, but they're so good, Davon. Pickles are amazing. He's like all about my hair. This is a Panther Chameleon. They're called Panther Chameleons because the man who, I don't want to say discovered, but the guy who named them thought that their markings resembled panthers. Oh, Crafty, sounds good. I think it'd be funny to get your shed together. I'm still waiting to hear back from Cade about how the shirt designs would go down so we could start getting that done. Yeah, I've been, oh, that's funny. I like that name. This one's Helix. He is one I produced. He is Redline's son, who's my first chameleon. I was actually about to get Chuck out. Hey, Chuck, which is one of his younger brothers. So Chuck here is about a little over 5 months old. Kind of curious what will end up. So this is one of his younger brothers, Chuck. This is the one that Charlene's very in, and Helix says absolutely not. They don't look anything alike. That's so crazy. Completely they could look so different. Chuck's just kind of like dur. And then his big brother. So his brother is considered a yellow body red bar because when he fires up, the green that was on him earlier turns yellow. His red that he already has gets brighter. His younger brother here is we're just gonna go with rainbow. Dude, he's so unaware. He's like not aware of his surroundings right now. Whereas Helix is like, I'll F you up, dude. So I'm gonna put Chuck back. So the good thing though, Charlene, about that is like he just doesn't care. Yeah, his dad is also very red. But this is called, now he's about to shed, so he's not as vibrant as he would be right now. So Helix is definitely the one. He doesn't care. If it's another male, he gets all worked up about it because he should be the only male around. They do have teeth. They do have like a butter knife. This isn't one that really is going to show his teeth unless, I mean, he did open his mouth over there, but it's he's very calm with people, well, especially me too. But other males, it doesn't matter how big they are, like they could be a lot bigger than him. He goes and tries and starts a fight because he's very much so. Helix is very much so. They do change color based on mood and temperature. It's a big misconception that they change their coloration based on whatever they're touching. But Helix here, he definitely is like that dude who was always driving like the base model Ford F-150 with the lift kit, aftermarket, LED lights are blinding, listens to Trapped, Headstrong. He's about like 5'6" if he was a person. If he was a dude, he's about like 5'6". Wears Hurley hats, Hurley shirts. That's kind of, that's kind of how he is. Just like, little man, big man syndrome. Thank you for the chili, Hector. Hurley hats. You all know what we're talking. No, we're not going to ban no pickles. Get over it. No, pickles are amazing. You're the odd one here. You're the odd one here. Dude, Helix. He is so worked up. Oh, my eyes are hurting. Oh, I have a good amount more. But like, I'm real tired. And just, I just have to get up and go to the other side of the garage. They like insects. I mean, if you ask Panther Chameleons, they're going to say that their favorite food's like superworms, probably. Not that they should eat superworms all the time, though. Oh, Jace has an announcement. So this is one of the males. He is about a year and a half old, but I feed him every other day. Oh my God, he's on a mission. He wants to... Oh, Curly Joe. His younger brother. I'm going to get his other younger brother out, Curly Joe, because I think Curly Joe has Helix's mindset, which is little man, big man syndrome. So let's see. Curly, this is another younger half brother. You were all tough in your enclosure. He was trying to start, he was like literally climbing on the door, all puffed up, looking at his older brother like he was getting ready to throw these little grippies. And now that we have our Curly Joe out, he's so colorful though. Definitely a rainbow ambelobe. No. Sweet okay, but if they're spicy, sweet pickles are good. They have to be the spicy ones where they're not overly just like, ugh, sweet, you know? See, I don't trust you, Helix, in the sense of you might want to poop on me. Yeah, Curly Joe's really pretty, isn't he? Him and, Patricia, thank you for the floating heart. No. Helix. See, I think you're trying to poop on me. Helix is one he likes to poop outside of his enclosure. Yes, you do. No, pickles are amazing. Stop it. I love them. You're over here hating pickles. These are Panther Chameleons. So this one's a year and a half old. Thank you for the flow state, Crafty. And here we got Curly Joe, who he's about 5 months old. He just turned 5 months old on the 25th of May. This one, and they are brothers, well, half brothers. They have a different dom, a different mom. This is considered a yellow body, red bar. He's definitely a rainbow. Like, he's got mixed bars. He definitely has mixed bars. I will say he's got a lot more green in him than his dad did at this age. No. I ain't putting nothing down. Grr. Alright, let's put well, actually, we are going to switch around, though. Helixes. Hector, thank you for the flower. Something is like... Something is aggravating my eye. I don't know what it is. So, if I might... That and the combination of how bright I had to turn my ring light on. So we're going to put Helix back in his enclosure. Although Helix may not really want to go back in his enclosure. There you go, buddy. You don't get to go mess up anything right now. He sure wanted to, though. Here's his daddy. Redline, you look like a mummy. Can you just shed? Can you just get your shed together, homie? No, they won't eat fruits. Now, like, veiled chameleons seem to, you need to shed too, Boudreaux. We would love for you to shed. So we can see a pretty Caribbean ocean coloration. He goes, Boudreaux's like probably my biggest scaredy cat chameleon. Oh, Mr. Meeseeks, how are ya? You want to come out? He goes, no, you vile woman. Jesus, thank you for the laughing disco. I know, old fart here, he'll come out. Actually, let's see Big Polly. It's been a minute for Big Polly. Gambino's overly... Oh! My bad. Boudreaux, thank you for the sparkles. Oh my gosh. Come here, big boy. Here you go, buddy. We're going to get Big Polly out real quick. I don't even know what that meant, actually. Come here, buddy. Gambino went out, of course. Dude, you're so dramatic. Dude, why? You think... But it's this dude's turn. It's Big Polly's turn right now. Yeah, your neighbors. He's very, We love you, Gambino. You're adorable. I really am needing music. Like, this is driving me nuts, you all. Yes, a Proud Pickle shirt. They just got in. I'm going to be starting to set them up tomorrow. We got Big Polly. Another yellow body, blue bar, ambilobi. That's going to get you right away. Davon didn't even... You were like, nope. I've never seen that happen so fast. Oh, look at that. Now his leg's starting to shed. Oh, hi, Big Polly. Big Polly is one of my biggest... I don't know. Him and John Gotti... Charlene thinks that he's bigger than John Gotti. He might be my biggest male panther. Him and John Gotti are right there. They're very close in size. He eats insects. What the hell insect was that? That thing was flying so fast. I don't want any more wasps. I'm over it. I don't think it was a wasp. But freak, that thing went by fast. It was like a damn fighter jet of bugs. What was that? Anyway, so sorry. You think Big Polly's bigger, Charlene? Hey, Dallas. No, identify my scale. I'll be honest with y'all. Summer break will be, not every week's going to be like this, though, because the day that my, the kid's dad would normally get them, he didn't get them this week. Um, but like the kids are already staying up. Like it's already set in. Like they're staying up later. So, anyways, I am having to refigure out my schedule, I guess. But yeah. This is a male. Yeah, I know you're right. He does feel heavier. He does. They're just both really big. Look at this. He's just like, I'm just chilling. Polly want a cracker? Yeah, I was definitely going through a mobster phase. So Joey he was doing like not pre-K, but the preschool before pre-K, so for threes. Braxton, thank you for the flow state. We're waiting. Which you have an announcement. No, I'm not gonna retire streaming. No, I'm not gonna do that. This week, what's different is, as I said, like I've just had they didn't stay the night or anything at their dad's. I mean, blasting. What you mean? What? He's such a big boy. We're about to have a clutch from him hatch. It's going to be him and Pua, which Pua is Gambino and Gnarly Carly's. Wait. Gambino and Dina. He's like, yeah, what about it? So that'll be fun. Okay, so let's get you a snack, dude. Wait, what? I'm going to be blasting on the... Did I miss it? Oh. I think there's a every type of area chameleon breeder. So there's West Coast, East Coast. I took Midwest because when I discovered that no Panther Chameleon breeder in all the Midwest states decided to take that as a name, I was like, okay, I'll do that one. So I guess I claim the Midwest. there's everywhere. No, I have fun. I was just, as far as figuring out, okay, buddy, look what we got here. I got so lucky with that name. Good job, Big Polly. With my own name? What do you mean, like? Explain that one. Here's the thing, though, dude. So what you don't need to take no loan to start it. You don't need to do that, Braxton. At least not in Missouri. All I had to do, if you have a hobby and you start to sell things from your hobby, like some people like to knit or crochet or paint and stuff. Well, sometimes when you have a hobby like that, you're like, well, I might as well sell the stuff I'm making or whatever, right? So then you can start a business, like a self-employment business. You can make a hobby a business without starting an LLC. When you get a lot bigger, that's very much so recommended, and it's also very nice for your taxes to have an LLC. But for in Missouri, you just have to apply for a fictitious name if you're going to be operating under anything other than your actual name. So for me, I just had to get Midwest Panther Chameleons, and then you can start benefiting from write-offs. However, you are not an LLC and you get taxed the same as an individual would instead of a business. So individual tax is going to be higher than a business tax for LLCs. So no, you don't need to take a loan. Sorry, that was the accounting degree in me from a long time ago. Yeah, he did kind of look like a tattoo. I think they make awesome tattoos. I'm Dallas Panther. I mean, I guess we got to figure out how I'm branching with my. Like the brands, Rapashi and I'm so tired. The other one. I'm like, help! I'm looking for one. I'm like, Rob, do you find? I was like, where did you go? Wait a minute. Wait, hey? They do. They do have nails. They don't hurt you. See? These guys are clawsies. You don't need to file them down or don't do anything like that. Texas is not the South, Panther Chameleons. Yeah, that's a hilarious name. You should also be like, what do you... You're not a chameleon. How? Huh? I do a Rapashi low D3 or a low D. Well, I think it's like called low D, right? That's just 2 times a month. I don't want what that's the announce. And bee pollen. Thank you. I also use bee pollen. Vitamins. What is my hobby? I have a lot of hobbies. Brittany. Oh, I got what you're saying. Do you make are you making vitamins now, Jason? All right. Okay. There we go. What is that? Why? That was a headache thing. That was like a random got stabbed in my forehead feeling. I won't let you post links in the chat like that. Crap, just like never mind. Good night, truck lover. Thank you for coming in. I too absolutely have to have that vitamin D, if you know what I mean. With Kate. I read that. When I'm actually able to see the comments, I go for it. Superworms for sale, Jess? How, what? Although it looks like you said Jess is like Oopa worms for sale. My laugh helps your anxiety, Dallas. You know, I feel like sometimes my laugh can definitely cause anxiety, depending on what we're laughing about. Right now, I'm having I throw my hands in the air type of, not like from anything from here, just in general. And he's like, I just hear. He's so big. It's all good, Charlie. Why is my brain so fried? Thank you for coming in, truck lover. Braxton, sometimes it's awesome to just be like, you know what? Yeah, okay then. Like, yeah, I know you've been working on feeders for a hot minute. Thank you. Really? That's awesome that you're able to. I need to download, was it last night? Yeah, last night I need to download. I do wish I could just download clips from my live rather than the whole thing. Like, I want to download that part where I was showing that one baby, and I just put my finger, and he acted like I just dramatically pushed him off. That was funny. He's like, oh. I have a Kenyan sand boa. Oh, and you all, guess what? I found Harley, my crested gecko. He was doing great, just living behind Mr. Banana Man's enclosure. That was so funny. My snake, well, the lights are off in that part of the reptiles. How many layers of me are there? You should see when I'm like obsessing over a hyperfixation of a new thing that I'm interested in. That's not, we don't want that one though. Harley was not in the cat's belly, thank God. No. Now he's like, when I got him, I was like, oh my God, like he had the 1,000-yard stare going on. He had some cobwebs like on him, and I was like, it's like, damn, dude, because what was that, like a week and a half? So I made him a little fruit thing, and he was so happy. Crafty, how did the gecko get out? Well, my cat not pushed in the top of the enclosure. Not only did she push in the top, she also lifted it up. That scared me. I'm sorry. I don't know what just happened, but it scared me. I guess it's the ghost in my garage. But she like lifted it up, and like in the enclosure, there's like chunks of her like fur that was stuck on the tree and stuff. And I was like, oh damn. Now we looked everywhere. We looked in so many different areas, and yeah, you know, at least he was good. I seriously thought, I was like, well, damn. I actually joined in on a little bit of Facebook drama in a chameleon group today, kind of. But the thing is, and I mean, I normally stay out of it, but I couldn't. And it was like really the silliest thing today about that one breeder who was like shipping babies that are like really small. I've seen smaller than that shipped, but that's also the same person who was like randomly like, your cages are so dirty. And then it's just because of the hard water. And I was like, then I go and look at their enclosures and stuff, and I was like, I'm not gonna blast you, but dude, stop. And then I saw that, and I was like, oh man, it's fun times. You will keep learning more and more. I'm not gonna marry nobody unless it's Cade. But I don't know. I don't think he wants to marry me. I'm not sure. Maybe he does. Maybe he do. I don't know. 360 from James Bryan. James Bryan, because you have the same initials as my ex-husband, JB. Here you go. Ready? Yes. Look at the 360, because we do geometry. I did get a B, I think, in that class way back. I hated it. There you go, JB. He was like, he goes, dude, really? You got some crazy ass people in here, is what Big Polly's thinking. My final form. You want to know? I do have the ADHD, duh. Yes, I you should see me spiderweb clean my house. Charlene, that's the drama I got in on, because that breeder, the one who shipped the chameleon, was the one who was like commenting on my stuff about the enclosures, like they look really dirty, and it's a hard water shit. It's a hard water residue, which I clean off, but it comes back really fast. And I was like, just stop. And I was like, okay, so I go to his account and I look at his stuff, and I'm thinking like, oh wow, I could be really immature and just like, you're doing this and this and this wrong. But I didn't do that. I just told him, no, my enclosure's not dirty, it's from hard water. And it's like, sucks having to deal with hard water, even when you have a water softener. Whatever. And then he's shipping itty bitty babies. And I was like, not that I'm not laughing that he's doing that. It's wrong that he's doing that. But I was just laughing at the fact that he was getting blasted by Steve. I was like, well, thank you, Jason. Yes. So, okay. I wouldn't call it a hatchling age, but it was too small to ship. I wouldn't have taken it to an expo. Now, Would I have at that size chameleon with somebody like say Charlene or somebody like that, like I know that's experienced? Yes. It wasn't like a hatchling size, but it did not need to be getting shipped. And also it was like, imagine like it, and I am judging strictly by a picture, so I don't know exactly how big it is, but there were certain features like the way its eyes looked and everything that told me it was a bit smaller. So imagine like Florida Man size, maybe a little bigger than Florida Man, and they shipped him in basically something that was like this wide with no stick to hold on to, nothing to hold on to, and you know, like you don't want to like cram them into like the plastic like the deli cup that you ship them in, but you don't want them to be like having like or they just go poo 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 like, and you know you want it and you want something for them to grab on. Yeah, so that was no. Yes, you want to see Florida Man? I'll put Big Polly up. I'll get Florida Man out. Much smaller one. No. That one's small. This, okay. I'm gonna get, so this dude's huge. Like, this is, you know, he's a full grown, he's almost 3 years old, and he's a large, very big male panther. Not all of them are this big. I'm gonna get not Kenny Powers. I'm gonna get a Florida Man out. So you'll see with Florida Man, this baby looked to be around, I would say, I would judge a little bigger than him. I would I would hope. I would hope. But then again, you never know. Okay, let's get. Actually, I want to say that baby was wasabi size, which I'm going to get wasabi out first. I would say that baby is probably about like a little smaller than this. I mean, this is a female. She's not quite on half size. She will be after her next shed. She'll grow and she'll be fine. I would judge a little smaller than this. Let me get Florida Man real quick. So this is wasabi, but hold on. And I mean, I'm not trying to. Oh, come here, buddy boy. And then here's her half brother, Kenny. Here's her half brother, Florida Man. I'm looking at a picture. So I would imagine in between their size, like he's younger than her. He's a male, and this is a younger female. Like she's older than him, but I would say about in between that size. So, and like the eyes just look like younger chameleons. Their eyes look a little different. Actually, let me look at Florida Man. Oh God, dude, he's got such pretty bars. I'm actually gonna pull up the post, and I'll show you the chameleon. I'm not trying to. Well, I mean, it's all private or it's all public, so he's gonna get blasted regardless if I show you all his name. I'll give you a hint. It's not his name would tell you he's based out of Chicago. It's not Chicago. I think there was a Chicago something breeder though. But it's not that one. It's not that one. But it sounds like, because I don't have as much time anymore to be as involved in the Facebook chameleon groups, which I need to be, because that's like, you need to be involved as a breeder. Rather than occasionally I'll post stuff, but I don't like to scroll. Sounds like this dude is already up to something to get this one person pissed off like that. Alright, hold on. You think he was a little bigger than Florida Man? Let me pull up that post and we'll look at the baby. The eyes were what were really giving it away, because when it comes to pictures, you can't go by the hand that's holding him or anything like that, because like I have small hands. Other people obviously have a lot bigger hands, so on and so forth. Okay, let's see. Okay. And I'm not trying to blast the, I'm actually going to save that picture to my phone. I'm not trying to put the person who got him who bought him. I'm not trying to blast her or anything like that. So here we go. Because it's not her fault. Sorry, everything's falling. All right, I'm gonna look at this baby picture. So the baby, yeah, so there was nothing for it to hold in onto. And here's the thing though, the baby hatched in March 2026. And so she got this yesterday or today, and it's June 3rd or 4th, depending on when she actually got that. So that baby is like literally no older than just turned 3 months old, which is like really young. And occasionally you're going to run into some babies that are big enough at exactly 3 months, but not that often. Usually it's going to be 4.5 months old before they're really. So yeah, I would say, damn, well, zooming in like that won't work. I would say, but the way the eye looks tells me it's super young. There it is with the eyes there, but there's nothing for it to hold on to. Yeah, so it's a little one. Hold on. Florida man's like, why'd you get me involved? Because, like, as you can see, like, the way that the eyes are similar to, like, how his are. It just looks young. And small. So, I think we should do a naming tomorrow. Because, first of all, Charlene will be here. I believe Charlene's going to be here. Also, I think the kids are going to go, even though it's my weekend with the kids, I think they're going to stay the night at their dad's, and he's going to take them swimming on Saturday, and which will also be helpful for Charlene and I doing the cages. Is the other, yes, the other side of that mirror I was using is magnified. It is. So there you go. Oh man, I keep getting that random pain in my head. What a cutie you are. Oh, he's so pretty. So last night, sometimes they like, did I do it with Kenny Power? No, I keep calling him Kenny Powers. He's not Kenny Powers. So here's the 3 times magnified side for him. Oh yeah, he goes, absolutely not. He goes, no way. You go, Oh. Oh no. He goes, nuh-uh. He goes, who's that? He goes, uh-uh. He goes, I'm not dealing with that. He goes, that thing's huge. Really, Davon? I got 2 phones too. Well, actually, I got 3, but the other one, it was more beneficial when I was streaming on TikTok where I have the other account too. But anyways. He says, he is really cute. I'm really excited with this clutch because they look a bit different. So what's cool is, this is a Gambino Gnarly Carly. So, which Gnarly Carly is the sister of Dina, who is like Jethro, his older brother, his older half brother. They're sisters, like they're clutch mates. So you would think though that they would have very similar genetics. So you would think that they would look very similar. But a lot of these males are almost like brown looking, and like their bars are almost brown, which I'm assuming is red, or is red starting to develop, because you can see the red in that right now, like it's just starting to show. But we didn't have that with the Gambino Dina babies. And this one is a baby, like this is not a juvenile. He was born, he actually did get a growth spurt because he just turned 3 months old. So he's actually technically juvenile. Hold on, let me make sure I see that right. Yeah, he just turned 3 months old, like a week ago. So he will go through a big his next after his next shed. He's gonna grow. He'll end up growing a lot. I need to find my breeder friend Jonathan, and so he owns Ipor Dallas. He actually had this really cool growth chart, and it's pretty spot on because they have growth spurts. Chameleons, as they're growing, they have growth spurts at certain times. So sometimes just because you have one that's smaller at this age compared to another one, doesn't mean that they're like itty bitty. Like they just have not had a certain growth spurt yet. They do read our minds. He is. It was fun. Though Charlene and I had a lot of fun. Although we are going to be also doing a lot of work. You don't get it. I'm happy it's not raining because the boxes for these enclosures, I have 8 boxes. And I'm just like staring at them like, I can't just put them in here. Like, maybe I could put one over there and open it, start working, and then get the box out. Oh, speaking of boxes, I really need to make sure I walk my trash out tonight. Or else that's going to suck. Yes, it is. I'm beginning to think that Dr. Pepper's just twisting my arm, or not twisting my arm, pulling my leg about it being a limited edition. Because when I was coming back from Branson the other day with Cade when he was taking me home from the reptile show, they made a billboard about that flavor. Like there was a whole damn billboard that was not there the last time I drove up Interstate 484, and I was like, you're telling me it's a limited edition and that you're not going to bring it back and that you're almost out, but you just made a damn billboard? So, because I am really the original flavors for when it comes to soda, especially with the normal ones. But I never used to keep soda at all at my house until Cade came around, and now I have zeros. They were here for him, and then I started sipping on them. But anyways, I really like that creamy coconut one. They did come. Sprite's a good one. I like Sprite, especially when you have an upset tummy. And also Sprite, when you're pregnant, you're not supposed to have, you're only supposed to have 1 serving or whatever of caffeine. So that was like my cup of coffee in the morning. And then you have to be careful about your caffeine intake. So it was Sprite and root beer if I was going to go out to eat and I didn't want water. I want to look at this baby. It's a red line baby. So Charlene, I know these red line babies are at that age where it's hard to determine, like they're getting at that point where it's really hard to tell. And because of the thickness that females and males are going to have at the base of their tails. But girl, I mean, I can always pair them up again. But like, I think that's a female, actually. And this one, because this clutch, though, like, the girls look so... They look like males when they're younger. Because I thought for sure this one was another male. I'm thinking that's female. But anyways, I'm going to have to really go through and see who's, like, and look at all of these babies to really get a good guess. If you really like Chuck, I would recommend getting them. I'm just saying, those males have all been so unique looking that I feel like the chances of getting another Chuck, if this is another female heavy clutch, is not that high. So, just something for you to think about. Because I'm still over here debating on Bri Bear and Curly Joe. So, okay, so now here's this male. Or I think this one's a male. Wait, I think you're a male. Yeah, this is another red line one. Oh. Yeah, there's a little bulge there, so this is a male. What did I miss? No, I will not, Jess. I'm not got 1,500. Number 8. Oh, number 8's on the other side. This one is number 17. This one is a male. This is the one that's on the kind of on the rack where the shoe boxes are at. Actually, I would like to see. I'm gonna mess with. Yeah, this one's getting nice and big. So this one hatched March 8th. Pay attention though. So what am I missing? Let's see what I missed. Let's see what I missed. I'm sorry. The Dirty Dews are super gross. I do like Mountain Dew though. What did I miss? Brittany Roses? Did somebody send roses? You're on a minute. Oh, damn. Are you okay? Hey there. Big homie. Yeah, I was wondering about. So this is the one red line here. Let's look at and see. This one's a bit more. This is the first time I think this is the first time I've handled this one. Yeah, I haven't really handled this one. So this one's kind of like, what? Are you not fazed by your reflection? Doesn't seem to be fazed by reflection. Let's make it 3 times. Does that do it? You just, oh, what? Nope. You just don't really care. You guys are just like, what are you doing? Why are you having me out of my enclosure? He's looking at his reflection. He's looking at it. Let's put him at a, ooh, ooh. He kind of puffed his gular up a little bit. He's like, yeah, he didn't like freak out. But with that, we were able to see a little bit of reds developing on his bars, which, being a red line baby, we're going to have it. The chameleon fix. I know she has a good sized clutch. This is all pregnant Brittany's fault. Lord forbid if I ever got pregnant again with the 4th child, what would end up happening? One pregnancy caused me to get into swatching nail polishes, and I have over 2,000 nail polish bottles because I was like, wait a minute, you're telling me people get sent free nail polish bottles and they have to post them on social media and shit? I was like, well, I'm going to do that. And I sure did. I was determined and I did it. I started swatching for a lot of indie brands. I did some for OPI and all that and on my old Instagram. And then I stopped it. Yeah. That was a whole thing. Well, and also when you're pregnant, for the most part, you get amazing nails. Like your natural nails are just phenomenal. I was swatching nail polishes. So if you ever are like just scrolling and you get advertised nail polish and you see pictures of some chick or somebody with their nails all painted pretty and they have this bottle in their hand, they were sent that as a PR. A lot of big brands do it and a lot of small indie brands. I prefer the indie brands. Small business and they're better quality. Oh yeah, because also I guess you're not medicated. Like, oh yeah, definitely. A baby no, Jess, listen, I want a horse. I just want to get a horse, damn it. Oh god, don't talk about cheap yellow or cheap or old school black and dark blue nail polish, or like some of those old OPI, something midnight, I forgot what it was called. And then like that Russian purple, because of the smell was like, and then you stain your nails. ADHD, it does. It does. I don't need any. What do you mean I don't need anything? I need, no, I do need stuff. It's different than snakes. They do shed. It's a dry shed too, yes. But actually, I can show you the perfect example. So when chameleons shed, this female just finished shedding. Um, she's so sweet. You don't get a nice clean shed. So you see all that there? It just falls off. Like you're not going to get, like snakes, you can almost get like a perfect shed. Like I need to clean that up. So I'm going to have to clean it up in the morning because I'm not going to get the shop vac and just start doing all that right now. So you're not going to get like a perfectly like clean shed where it's like the whole snake's body. Like it's flakes like that. Like you could tell like right there, that one in the middle is part from her back. And it's very I mean it feels very similar to like if you get a sunburn and the skin's peeling, is what it feels like. Yeah, horses are expensive. They are on Alti Slayer. I feel like that you have to be really. You could get a lot of write-offs with horses too. So how do you become? See, this is why I can't be a tax accountant, because I'm over here like, well, if you just have some lessons and you give lessons, just, you know, you could give lessons. Actually, you actually give lessons here and there, like it could be, oh yeah, then guess what, you get a write-off a lot there. A lot. Helps with your expenses. I mean, you still have to have your I mean, you're still going to spend money, obviously, but then, like, when tax season comes, tax return time comes. Anyways, bearded dragons, Braxton. I mean, I love my bearded dragon. They take up a lot of room. They take up more horizontally, like, room. So I know if you spend some money, you can get some good stacking racks for their enclosures. But from my understanding, those babies eat a lot, like more than chameleons. Rex. I'm like, hey guys, listen. I mean, you gotta do it right though. Like, you can only have like 2 years of like no. I mean, they'll make. It is a case by case thing, but 2 years of like no profit income or whatever. Do I have no, I have an accounting degree. I mean, I graduated with honors with my Bachelor of Science in Accounting, and I did audit for a minute, but then I got pregnant and I became a stay-at-home mom. But I never ever wanted to get into tax accounting. Like I hated every second that I was taking accounting courses. ATV, yes. I don't have a favorite. I mean, I'm still holding Florida Man, right? Or not Florida Man, the Redline baby. I'm going to put him up. Oh, look at the red on the tails that we're getting there. Really pretty red stripes. Oh, look at that. Little red bar action there. Why did I hate it if I was good at it? Do you know what account? So, like, if you are in the accounting department, whatever that might be at any job, you want to know what they do to you, with you? Like, if you're not, like, at an actual tax firm, we are the people that get, like, stored in the back free closet space that nobody sees, nobody talks to. Like, occasionally, like, we'll creep out of the room, like, and, like the light from the sun, or the stupid office lights. No, you're like, ain't nobody hardly knows you exist, for real. Like, really, they don't. Like, you're just, like, in the back, like, and depending on what your job is, people might also hate you if, like, you're an auditor. So, yeah, and which was always a weird thing, because at times, like, I actually enjoyed, like, not having to deal with my coworkers, like, when I did have to go into the office and I wasn't just remote, because, like, I mean, I don't know. I like to just be able to go and get down and get whatever I needed to get done. And you do not deal with other people's drama when you're just like kind of like crammed in the back where nobody sees you and talks to you. The fluorescent poison is exactly. Oh, look at him. Oh my God. That's exactly what it is. I hated it. I hated it so much. I hated it. Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, I was always like that. Even when I was serving and bartending, like, obviously you're talking to people all the time, but I wasn't just sitting there and talking with like my coworkers because there was always stuff that had to be done. So if I'm gonna take, like, it was gonna make me fall behind, and I hated falling behind when I was working. Like, I was always trying to, I was always doing something. Like, you weren't gonna catch me like diddling on my phone or anything like that. Now I might look to see what time it is or make sure that, I wasn't, like, the people that I would be looking for to see if they were texting me would only have texted me if there was something important happening that I needed to know about. So if I saw an alert from, like, at that time, like my ex-husband or something like that, I'll be like, oh, like, what's going on? So you're like, yes. But the job I did when I was working remote doing it, I thrived with it. I did so good. I was the top. I was the in my department. I was like the best auditor, and nothing went past me. But I was going to get this one because now this one has me second guessing for a male or female. It's driving me bonkers. I thought for sure this was a male because how freaking big this one. You have to be a male. Please don't be a female. Like, this cannot be a female. But homie, are you? You look so male-ish. Good night, Crafty. Get some rest. You don't have to be like, don't let our bad habits ruin your sleep. Just because, whatever. Okay. Good night, Crafty. Thank you for coming on. Oh, snap dizzle, damn, dude. See, man, you please be a male. You were looking very. Damn it. I mean, it's not like I don't hate females. This clutch that I thought was really male heavy I'm beginning to think female heavy. And this was one, I mean, you saw how barred how solid those bars were looking on this one. Oh, this is a tough call. This is a tough call. Where's that stick at? Oh, hell, yeah. No, I couldn't. Yeah, they have a whole, I do know, like, if you're talking like the Indian, hold on, what did you say now? Yeah, I know reservations are on a whole different tax thing too. When anything that was, and I'm not saying they're not for profit, but anything not for profit, tax credit housing, Section 8 housing, HUD housing, all that stuff. Yeah, you really had to pay attention for some things. That actually, yeah, Braxton, yes. So I did really good at auditing, which I was really surprised at. I was like, okay, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Ray. I don't have too much on right now. Get some good rest, Crafty. Ooh, what are you? Man. What y'all think did you see how solid the bars were on this one? And like, it looked like a male. Fuck no. No, do you know how hated I'd be? Do you know how much of a target I would constantly have, any of them have on their back? No. There's absolutely no way. No way. Doberman pinchers were like created as a breed for tax collectors to protect them. That was their whole purpose, was to protect the tax collector. That was it. Like, that's how much they're hated. Screw that. Hell no. Shoot. even back in like freaking the days of Jesus, was it Matthew? Was it Matthew or Peter? Which one of those was like a tax collector? And everyone hated his ass too. And that was over 2,000 years ago. So, no, absolutely not. No. I'm just letting you know. I don't ever want to be with the IRS. You don't just stay hidden. No. It was Matthew. I thought so. I was like, Matthew or Peter? I should know that one. Thank you. Oh, totally. Oh, yeah, I'd be a real cool teacher. Nope, man, I think we're female. Which is nothing wrong with. This is a big one. This is a really big baby. And you really you're colorful too. So, oh, sorry, it threw me off. That was water, actually. And I also have a Dr. Pepper Creamy Coconut Zero soda that I've been sipping on for several hours. I was just thinking of the stress of having a job where everyone hates you. Actually, I have had that job. Kelly, thank you for the clapping seal. Thank you. When I used to sell extended car warranties, I was really hated. Now, mind you, I wasn't calling and cold calling people. People were calling the flyers. They were calling their junk mail. So when you're dealing with people that are calling their junk mail, so, oh my God, I got called every name under the sun. I'd just be like, thank you for whatever. And they're like, A, B, dude, oh God, hold on. Some of the stuff would be like really, I have to be careful how I say it because, okay. One of the ones that cracked me up when I picked up the phone was like, and it was the southern, I forgot state, it might have been Mississippi, or was it Alabama? Regardless, I pick up the phone, I was like, thank you for that, my name is Brittany, and he's like, guess what, A, B, C, D, fuck the, you damn mother effing Jew, and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, that's right, F you, and I was like, okay. I'm like, what? He's like, I know you're one of them. I was like, what are you talking about? So he thought I was Jewish just for whatever fucking reason. I don't even know. There was that one. I got threatened several times in that job. They're like, I'm gonna find out where you live and I'm gonna do this, that, and that. And I was like, oh fuck. A what? Swabbing? What you mean? Jason. Yeah, he was impressed that he somehow managed to fit it into the alphabet. You're really having a bad day. Haha. Tina. Yeah, I mean, like, Sybil, Gnarly Carly, yeah, I absolutely do have females that are pretty ornery. Yeah, I was about to go into all the different things that happened when I used to do car warranties, and I was like, yeah, my account might get in trouble, so I can't say half the stuff that people would say. Oh, Lord. Jason, what? Dude, is that song? I'll go get Sybil for like a $50 super chat. Like, I am not going to get... So, Tina... I end up putting the female... Eventually, the female is going to go into the male's enclosure. Depending on the male and the female, I'll introduce them or I'll start them out like in a neutral ground, like the climbing tree. It's neither her enclosure or his enclosure. The males are so big compared to the females that they'd really just tear up their enclosure, like the sticks and everything, so it would be really difficult. Also, if there is any altercation, you'd rather her be able to get away a little bit. So you would want to have her in the larger enclosure. Now you shouldn't just leave them mate. Like you should be supervising. I'm trying. No, my brain's also just like we're. Oh, I bet so, Braxton. I'm trying to see Charlene's comment. Is that I think it's the one I was looking at, but I haven't finished the adult enclosure because you're work. What do you? Tina. Uh, the worst experience I have personally had with breeding. Well, so Gambino, this isn't my worst experience, but Gambino, my male, I really have to watch him. And as like when I have him paired up with the female, I am like really close to their enclosure because when they're done, I have to get her out like that because he will then switch up and try to attack her. I discovered that because he actually bit Dina. And I was like, oh my gosh, because I never had that happen with any of the other males before. It was like as soon as he was done, he was like, oh, I hate you, by the way. And he went and charged her and he bit her. And I was like, holy shit. And I had to like separate them. And so I really have to watch him. The worst thing, honestly, and I hate it so much, and it makes me nervous just with breeding in general, is she was a fully receptive female. Obviously, I'm not going to pair a female that's not receptive to a male. Like, you wouldn't be able to do that. Everything went good. But breeding is like really hard on females, or it can be very hard on females. Like the males are a lot larger than them, and they can hurt the female in the process of actually breeding. So she, unfortunately, literally completely healthy, everything was great with her, but she passed away maybe 2 days later from breeding. So like he her to death. So that was not cool. Braxton, what jobs have I had? Thank you. Don't keep Chuck's name. You change that name. My first job was Emo's Pizza. Emo's Pizza was my first job. Worked there for a few years. I worked at the college I went to, the Keeter Center, which was a 5-star hotel. Well, a 5-star hotel and restaurant. Pretty nice, really nice actually. And then Olive Garden, Hooters. I worked at both of those for a while. And I worked at a career center when I was at College of the Ozarks. I worked at the career center for a semester, and then I worked into accounts payable until I graduated. I also worked in the college greenhouse over the summer to pay for my room and board, and then I worked at a Bar Louie for a little bit, part-time, just for extra cash. And then I did, it's now I think called Endurance, I believe, but it was a Auto Assure, which was the car warranty place. And then I did my auditing for a while. Anywho, but that... I met him at the car warranty. I was studying accounting. I want to take herpetology courses, but I do not want to go back to college. I already did it. I've done it. Oh, I got what you're saying. Okay. He said that he's not been helping because he's I did instantly go to college, but because the college that I went to is a hard-work university, so you would work for your tuition and your room and board. You did not have, unless you were a server at the campus, at the restaurant, where you got to keep your tips, all of the money that you made went to your tuition or your room and board, so you never really saw it. So if you did have bills, or you just wanted money to be able to, get have money, you would have to get another job. So I was doing 2 part-time jobs when I was in college. People called me. I wasn't calling people when I was doing the car warranty stuff. They were calling They were calling their junk mail. They would get sent mail and they would call it, and it was that. I have a boyfriend. It's like, well, I be mean stupid. What? Man, I'm so truly, I'm having a hard time following. I'm having a hard time following right now. Yeah, like the whole, like, you ever see the memes or whatever? They're like, oh, I was just checking to see if you thought about extending your car's warranty, or I've been trying to get in contact with you to talk to you about your extended warranty. That was, I didn't say that. You can't say warranty legally. You cannot say your car warranty. You can't say warranty, so that will get you in trouble. It's coverage. It's extended car coverage, not warranty. That's a bad word. That's a no word in that area, in that field. Bumper to bumper. Those are bad words. That fuck me, you and a half. No. What? Jason, no, you will not. No. No. What? No. No, don't say that. No, man. You're ending up like Giovanni. I mean, but different than Giovanni. That breeder. Oh, God, I still haven't gotten around to that one. The Braxton. You're joining something that ends with a K, too, man. So that, be worried. I don't even. I'm just like, I do have a bearded dragon. His name is Dragonite. He's a Hypo Zero. He's like paper white. He's so cool. Charlene, you're gonna need to drink the grape juice, okay? I would say you shouldn't, but that might be what, I don't know. What? I got what you're saying. Are you talking like your ex or Charlene? I'm assuming your ex, because there's no way Charlene, even if you were like, Charlene, hey, come here and help me, she'd be like, I'm in Missouri. Fuck, Jason. It's like, well, we'll be real creepy. Maybe real creepy, but it's like free candy. No, we all are. It's a Dr. Pepper creamy coconut. Swim. What? I can't even, dude. My brain is really, right now, is having a hard time I kind of know what you're saying, but I also, as soon as I'm like, that's what you mean, then you say something else, or I'm like, now I have no, what? No. There's a, she don't eat ice cream. It'd have to be a Jack in the Box taco van. Young girl eyebrows? What does that mean? Are you implying like that I didn't go through like the 2000s where we all had thin eyebrows? Because I sure did. Thank God I didn't go. We're in a stream, Brax. Jason, buddy, you're an hour ahead of me, man. So it's like, what, 3:30 there? Yeah, it's 3:39 in East Coast. Charlene, look out, maybe. She's my friend, my helper. Warranties, bad word. Hello there, how are you? Um, I'm lost. I am kind of lost. I thought you're wanting her in some SK clan. What the fuck? I don't even know. Anytime I hear you see clan, I'm like, nah, I don't know. I can't think of any. I don't know about that. No, they're awake. I'm just lost right now. Same. I don't even know, dude. For real. As soon as I think I know what we're talking about, now I'm lost. Oh God, no. See, I would have then, if you told me that on the phone that you had an extended warranty that you bought from a dealer, I would have explained to you how you're actually getting overcharged because they're also charging interest because they tied it into your loan. So maybe it's like a $3,000 thing, but then because say you're on a 7-year payment plan with your car, you're gonna pay for your warranty for that entire time, even if it's not even covering your car for 7 years. Listen, I had a it was just like, I'd be like, well, like a man, he'd be like, oh, well, I need to talk to my wife. I'm like, sir, do you or does your wife wear the pants in your family? Because it sounds like she does. That was actually basically part of the script as for a rebuttal for that one. Oh, oh no, nobody knows what's happening. I was just telling Charlene how that if she told anybody that, that's how we would. Anyways, we would got yeah. I'd be like, she wears the pants. Nobody knows. No, but you need. I did that for a while. Some of those cats make a lot of money though. I wasn't one of them. I mean, like I made like a livable income, but I was not making no fucking $30,000 a month doing that stuff. I wasn't at that level. You have to really, you have to. Most of the ones who are making that money though, like they were either extremely responsible, very like really responsible people who was like investing in stuff, like very financially smart, or they were addicted to stimulants and there was no in between for the people who were making that much money a month doing the warranties. I definitely did. No. I was just talking about rebuttals when I used to have to sell extended car warranties. So like one of the big ones you would get was people had a warranty that they bought at the dealership when they bought the house. Or not the house. The car. I'm trying to get to the creatures. Wait, what? Bro. We like having more than like an 8x16 yard of grass. Like, you don't understand how. No, I don't even, Jason. What the fuck? No, I'm tired. Danny, dude, I know, like, people want to see chameleons, and I'm here like, duh, right now. Like, I don't even. What the is happening? I don't know. Here, I have to keep it easy. I can't even truly at the moment think about anything other than a very just easy chameleon to show you guys because no, Jason, the whole reason I know about your backyard, your yard, whatever you want to call it, in the neighborhood is because when I was after a stream on TikTok and you're like, hey, if you're gonna be up after a stream, you should give me a call so we can talk about these cages. So then I call you and to talk about those cages or whatever, and it turned into like a 2 hour. I was like we went for a drive basically because you're like, whoa. I was like, you're like, well, things have. Where did you end up going? Where's that place with all the casinos? Why am I having a brain fart? Like I know where it. Anyways, yes, and then like we're on the phone and you're like, oh, he was like, why'd you piss there? What the fuck? And I was like, what? And you're like, my dog, he pissed in the fucking grass. I was like, why isn't that where dogs are supposed to be? No, when it's only this, 8 by 16 yard. I'm like, well, where is he supposed to go? He's like, not there. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. That's how you know it's because your dog peed in the grass. And this is Bri Bear. You can't read it, Danny? Okay. Hector, thank you for the flower. He's a pretty bright bear. Is that cutie patootie? What the? You got hit by a car? That's sad. Oh shit. The boxer? Sorry, St. Bernard. Or St. Why did I call you St. Bernard, St. Benedict? Hello, garage. Hold on. Garage. I'm gonna butcher your name. I'm so sorry. I want to say garage. I don't know. I was like, I'm like, okay. I was like sounding out words here. Give like 140. What's that mean? Yes, is a chameleon. Hi, Eric. Nice to meet you. Davon, we're all just like, listen. I am from St. Louis, Missouri, the area of St. Louis, Missouri. I don't live in the city. I would not live in St. Louis City. Nope, this is neither. This is a Panther Chameleon. He's juvenile. He's 5 months old. So he's still growing. He's still developing his colors. He's a Panther. Arr. Some of my brain, I'm going to have to, what up, doll? I don't know. Listen, thank you. So, from this particular clutch, I wasn't thinking he was going to be a holdback, but boy, after this last shed he did, he's like, look at all these reds and blues, Ma. And I was like, oh, I was going to hold back, and I still have Curly Joe. So his brother, I'll show you his brother. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you for the 6'7". The only time you're going to ever see us not ban or whatever for somebody saying anything about 6'7s when they gift it. Because all of us have young children, and we're sick and tired of it. Anyway, so here's Curly Joe. And I was, this is the one that I had my eye on in this clutch forever. And Lisa, no. I got it. You go into corner now. You're in the corner. You're in the corner for a minute. You're in a corner for a minute. Dang it. Don't you over here like, nope. So these are brothers. And this is the one I was going to keep for the longest. No, Dallas, you're not. Not you. Lisa got it for just a minute. That was nice. Now, but see, now I'm gonna, they're probably gonna be like back full force, like nonstop. But then this dude, when he fired up, I was like, oh dang, like, well, his pajama colors. So on average, Kakaira, I'm sorry if I'm saying, like, I'm having a hard time reading everything right now. The hottest average 5 to 7 years for a male, 2 to 4 for a female. My oldest female who passed, she was 6 years old, and we have talked with lots of people who've had males that were even older than 10. So with good husbandry, proper husbandry, you can get longer than that. I have not. Well, he's so pretty. See, he's just so, like, he's going to be one of those males that regardless if he is in his resting state, and probably even when he sheds, he's always going to be like a vivid coloration. No, because like my married last name is Barry, and Not that I might have anything. Thank you for coming in, Eric. Thank you. And then there's this, but here's the thing. This guy was not, he's just starting to develop some of these colors. The fact that he already has so much red on him and he's not even 6 months old. And these are resting. He's not fired up. I'm curious if I show one of these older boys a mirror. If that will do it. I will say, like, Brittany Berry, which, I mean, it's legally my name, had always sounded good. You know, I was like, oh, Brittany Berry. I have a Takamine and a acoustic guitar, and I have some Fender. So my dad, who's really good at playing guitars, has, like, a lot of Les Pauls. A lot. Thank you for coming in, Travis. Okay. I saved. Okay, so Bry Bear is seeing. No, I know. My dad would if he's in Nebraska, but he would. Actually, you would make his day. If you're like, hey, can you play and sing one of the songs you wrote? He'd be like, really? Oh yeah, you would get that. Now, he bought me guitars, and I wish I never was able to. I never took lessons. I don't think that oh, there we go. Can we see you fire up, Bry Bear? Can you get a little? Oh, ooh. We're not too confident about. Ooh. Put him at an advantage. Do we see any pretty colors on you? I mean, we do. He's not really firing up. No Komodo dragons here, folks. Ooh, look at the reds. Oh, dude. He was kind of like, that's a weird looking chameleon. I don't have no cobra. Oh, my stuffed cobra is inside. So, yeah. Man, he's making, and he's bigger. He's a good amount bigger than Curly. I was trying to see if we could get him to fire up, because seeing his reflection, where we could see some of his colors a bit better. But these are his resting colors. And he is really pretty. Let's get his brother Curly. Yeah, this is chameleons. I'm that Panther Chameleon girl with all the lizards. Now, Curly, do you do anything when you see your reflection? Or do you not give a crap? You don't seem like you give a crap, Curly. Yeah, this one's so colorful. Curly Joe's really colorful. I'll keep the name Curly Joe, but if I kept Bry Bear, I would change his name. He's just looking at his reflection. He's not he's inspecting it. He's not starting to puff up or anything, but God, look at his belly. Please, we want to show your belly off. Can we show off your, look at all those pretty colors he's starting to have under there. Oh, his gular is so gorgeous. That's so, I love monitors. Oh, he's a, God. He's so pretty. He's so pretty. He is. Wow. Curly is a climber. I love all those red spikes though on his back. That looks so cool. And then Dallas, it's getting a bit late. I will tomorrow, or we will on the next feed. The next streams. I cannot talk. Tomorrow. When I go live tomorrow or later today, whatever you want to say. however it ends up working. I always hope that, okay, let's see. Okay, so I got yours. I'm going to attempt to fix after this. Because I have had it soaking in some hot water. Kind of like. Okay. God, I'm getting sleepy. I'm getting sleepy. Me? I am. Well, you know, one thing that actually wears me out, and this might be surprising, but something that wears me out is when I am looking at like a computer screen or a phone and doing. So I was going through a lot of the pictures. So the only male red lines clutch I would need to go through would be Chuck, Charlene. I didn't do that one. And then I just had the few Gambino ones to do. So that's going through, because at the end of that photo shoot, I ended up starting to just take videos for the sake of time because of how long it was taking. And I'm trying to get stills from the videos I took. And from there, from all the stills, I'm going through, and I might have to adjust a lot with this. I might have to adjust like the blurriness to make it like the clarity and whatnot better. So going through all that and doing it. But anyways, when I look at that, it exhausts me actually. That's so cool, Wheezy. My brain does. See you, Dallas. Thank you for coming in. I got up to see which mister's over here. We're still not going. Yours is not. Yours is. Yeah. That sucked. Yours is not. Okay, so I have. Okay, so I've soaked in some hot water. So I'm just gonna swap those out, and I guess I'll find out tomorrow if they're gonna be doing what they need to do. The misting nozzles. So I soaked them in vinegar for over 24 hours, and now then I've soaked them in. I actually microwaved the water too. So hopefully they are cleaned out for this. And yeah, that'd be cool if they were cleaned out. Where are my tongs? God dang it. I had my tongs a second ago. Here they are. Okay. What you gotta ask me? Gnats. Huh? You funny. I ain't got anything like that here. You kidding me? Hopefully this works. Oh, that's cool. I think everyone's future is death. We all finna die eventually. There it goes. Ah! Got it. Damn it. So you're telling me I may not have... Well, I'm trying, Charlene. Because I got the water really hot. That'd be cool. Okay. You might send me links. Like on Facebook, send me links. Because it's hard to go through all these comments later. Okay, we're hoping, Curly, that I got you fixed now. There we go. Okay, got that there. Go over here, get these over here messed with. If it doesn't work, I will do that. Sure, I will soak again in vinegar and run. I can't get my tap water hot enough like that. Like the water is, my water heater works fine, but for some reason I guess I could try my bathroom. I think my bathroom sink gets hot, like hot, hot. But my kitchen, no. Okay. It's crazy that it's so weird with these nozzles, just how random it is with what ends up not actually coming out. Like what actually does not, the mist doesn't want to go through. Sorry, I'm just. Let me get you a stick. What happened to your stick? I think we moved it in accident. There you go, buddy. Better than what we've been having. Sorry, I'm talking to a chameleon. Which really shouldn't surprise nobody. There you go. I'm gonna miss some babies. Gonna miss the ones who are not hooked up on the thing yet. On the thing. I'm gonna go get this phone so I can see what the heck the comments are, because I'm gonna miss comments doing all this. I'm sure of it. Oh god. And okay, let's go back and miss the babies. I'm sorry, I've not seen any comments because I've been messing with those nozzles. Ah, shit. The fuck was that? Where are these damn bugs? I don't think it's a wasp. I haven't seen it, but there's some flying thing that's wanting to like mess with me. Okay, sorry about all that. Let's get my phone back on. I'm not a princess. I would have been a not cool princess, I don't think. Yeah, that'd be so cool if you could send it to Facebook. So that way, yeah, I would really like to know what the bug that was. That was kind of, yeah, you like all those ones. That was a weird noise. Alright, now we're good. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Natalie. No, I'm not checking on here, but Jason is on our Facebook too, on my Facebook, so he could easily on Facebook. So that way, because it's hard to go through the comments, like when you replay your live stream, like you have to like. Well, maybe there's another way. Okay, here we go. Now I can miss and see. Where are we at? For my subscribers. Wrong account. I want this account. Oh my god, we're so close. We're at 8,909. So I would assume that we're 90 something. We're almost at 9,000 tonight. That'd be so cool if we can get to 10,000 by June 17th, my birthday. That'd be cool. It is coming soon, Davon. It's like right around the corner. Okay, I cannot forget to wheel out my garbage. It's trash. I need to wheel out the trash to the end of my driveway. I can't believe it's already another Friday. It was 105. It was a nice upper 80s today. Took the kids to Lulu's, got them some Doles. They have different flavors. But anyways, my favorite flavor, the coconut Dole, is a flavor of the week. Like, they don't always have it. They have it this week, so I was like, oh yeah. Like, I totally might go again tomorrow when I have to go to Wentzville to get some crickets. Mm-hmm. The reptiles are all about to have their lights off. Most of them are turning off right now, but I can show you one of the babies over here. Well, these babies. Okay. There we go. Let's see how that goes. Like, oh, we got this little cutesy guy here. Let's make the phone a little lower so we can look at you just a bit better. God, you're a cutie patootie, aren't you? Oh, sorry. I was trying to prevent my thing from falling. Yeah, dang it. We're just trying to get the perfect view of you. I just need it ever so slightly. Oh, there we go. It's a shade blue. I don't have a favorite chameleon. But now you guys get to look at this adorable baby. Thank you, Jason. It's a fucking horsefly. That, I think, what is that? Oh, hell no. A horsefly? Get the F. That's what's flying around and bothering me, is a horsefly? Hell, fudge knuckles, man. A horsefly? No. What? Get out of here. What the absolute... What? Why? Why am I hated? Why? I freaking hate horseflies. That makes sense. So that all checks. With how that sucker's acting. That all definitely checks. Hopefully it has a very short lifespan. I am not trying to deal with the damn horsefly. Like, screw all that. I mean, really? That might be worse than a wasp. I don't know. I mean, listen. No. I don't want to do all that, Jason. Definitely not one of these. Oh, fuck. Not one of these cages. You eat one of these babies. Yeah, they sure got quiet. Makes sense. That's what always happens. They get quiet after they get called out. Oh, well, that sucks for that phone. Good thing you still have a case that kind of works. We're still kicking, old Galaxy. Giving these babies some water before we call it. That baby's so cute, flying away. No, I can't leave it. I can't leave it because I also have an issue with lightning bugs in here. So I'm always trying to get rid of the lightning bugs, which, you know, are toxic for the chameleon. So no, I cannot leave the enclosure doors open, as we don't want that to happen. This one's like, man, whatever the heck that bug is. Like, that's not no mayfly. Screw that bug. Oh, I need to water these plants more. Those didn't have a name. Some of them don't because they're so young. So they don't have names yet. Oh, look at this one. Oh, God. What a cutie this one is. So cute. What's that, Davon? What was that question? Oh, what an adorable face this one has. Screw that bug up there. I think it looks like it could... I do too. Yeah, lightning bugs are toxic to them. So you don't want them to eat them, that's for sure. Swapping? Oh. Yeah, send me the lineages. That one's like, man, I don't want to be seen anymore. And all these babies getting misted. Okay, we're gonna move now. Wait, what? Okay, let me see what we have. All right, I'm going to go over here so I can maybe see this question, Davon. Ow, why is it fun? No, that didn't feel good. Don't fall over. Ring light, don't do it. Okay, let's see what this was. I've not been there. I've not been there. That's not somewhere I have visited. I think you've got like one of the first no's for me on your questions. Yeah, I don't know that I've heard about. Huh. Yeah, no, I've never. So, I'm going to be taking the kids to Six Flags soon. Which would be fun. I will, Jason. I can't, it's hard for me. I can't exit. Me checking my phone, I would be leaving my stream right now. $15 years goes by fast, Davon. Like, it goes by faster than you think. Like, it really does. Oh no, I would go back to that year. Yes, that was a good one. If it worked like that, I would. But it doesn't work like that. Yeah, you were a little young. Like 9. Oh my god. Yeah, you were a little young. Sometimes it's so crazy. I forget that. It's that's what I'm saying. You're saying it's a long time, but man, it goes by fast. It goes by fast. The simple days. For sure. Much more simple than what we got going on now. Oh well, that's all lousy. What's happening here? I don't know if I am like actually ready to deal with whatever the heck this is. You're back. I'll be going to bed. I just gotta finish this last task, tour, whatever you want to say, with the chameleons, and then I'll be going to get some rest. Oh, the good old 12-12. That's right. That was funny. The 11-11-11 was also real cool. This is where the horsefly was last at. We need a selfie, Davon. We need to know. We need to know, dude. You gotta know. I really hope this horsefly isn't gonna come at me here. No, I got married on May 24th of 2014. So not one of those days, no. It wasn't like a day where there was anything special about it. Like the date, I mean, you know. Yeah, he's like, you're on to him, Charlene. You know what's up. Charlene's on to you, Davon. You're like, man, okay. You're like, gotta do another question. See if they remember this stuff. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Man, how is this something you even prove? I just like, yeah, I'll never eat pickles again and like cross my fingers behind my back or some shit. Asking me to give up something I love. Shit. I'm sorry. Eric, thank you for the floating heart. What? No, these are chameleon enclosures. I'm just misting them. So one more to do. All right. And now I'm gonna get these lights going off. Make sure they're all off. And I think, you know, what's probably about to be a thing is bed. Because I know we will be up late tomorrow because enclosures have to be completed. Please, no horsefly. Yeah, no horsefly. Thank God. Oh shit! I have to do the trash still. Trash, trash, trash. Gotta do the trash. Can't forget that. Don't want to forget that. Damn it. Might lose you all. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna get trash. Pull it to the driveway and I'm gonna be done. Oh. Ow. Hair is getting pulled. All the noise of everything settling is so Okay. That was a loud noise. Oh, of course I'm not in my normal. I don't even got my flashlight on me, dude. That was something. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna take my trash. What? Kona, how are you? Maybe. Wait, what's happening? Oh, fucking cobwebs and shit. Fuck. Thank you for the hi. For the marshmallow. Hi, thank you, Jill. Go take the trash. I want to forget it. Damn, I need to pay my bill. Am I losing you all? How am I not losing you guys doing this? If I walk into my house, I'll lose you. It always ends up happening. Another 7 days? Dang. A vlog channel? Well, I mean, if I ever quit breeding chameleons, I don't know what I'll do. I don't want to. That would suck. Midwest Panther Chameleons, but she doesn't do anything about chameleons? That'd be crazy. I've often thought about before, like TikTok I couldn't change my name on. I mean, I could, but having on that account over what 77 something thousand or whatever followers, so it would suck to change my name. I might be able to do it here. Look at these boxes. Got all these boxes. Oh, and then my light goes off, but those are boxes with enclosures. And now the light's back on. The enclosures are in all of these. There's a lot. Oh man, I'm nervous. Yeah, I live in the country, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend leaving your package. I wouldn't recommend leaving your boxes outside if you didn't live anywhere as rural as I live. So, anyways, I'm gonna go inside now, and I might lose you. If I lose you, I'm going to bed. If I lose you, I'm not gonna come back on if I lose you. But I am gonna say goodnight real quick in here to y'all. Shut up, Thor. Stop it, Thor. All right, everybody. I don't know if I lost you. So thank you for watching and hanging out. I am going to call tonight. I'll see you all tomorrow, and Charlene will be with me. I bet if I find. So, but thank you for coming in. I'll see you all later.